Look at them up there, just plotting, picking their moment.
So, Bill, we attack tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
I mean it this time.
I do too.
Hey up guys! So today's movie I'm going to be discussing is the third film from visionary filmmaker Jordan Peele. It's called Nope. This movie, one of the most highly anticipated films of 2022, has been out in the USA and most of the world for like 2 weeks now. I mean, rude. Do you know how hard it is in this day and age to navigate the internet and social media without getting shit spoiled for you? Yeah, it's a freaking minefield. So the fact that Universal made the UK wait an extra 2 weeks to watch this film and try and avoid all the spoilerific details is just flipping cruel. Thankfully, I didn't get anything spoiled for me, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys today either. So yeah, a lot's already been said about this movie. I'm just here to give you my thoughts on it, but yeah, let's discuss Nope. Nope tells the story of the Hayward siblings, OJ and Emerald, played by Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer. After their father, who's played by Keith David, mysteriously dies, OJ and Emerald search for answers, which leads to a discovery that something otherworldly might be hidden in the clouds. They think it's some sort of UFO, which gives them an idea that if they can get proof of it on film, then they can profit off it, and use that money to help save their dad's horse ranch. So they embark on a mission with an electronics expert called Angel, played by Brandon Perea, and a cinematographer called Antlers, played by Michael Wincott, to capture the perfect shot. Guys, I was so excited for this movie. I am a huge fan of Jordan Peele's work. I'm so glad he's making movies because he's doing what so few filmmakers get to do these days, which is make big budget, crowd-pleasing, high-concept movies which are thought-provoking, weird, and a little bit experimental. Like, we're so lucky he gets the freedom and the budget to do so. But if I'm being completely honest, after I left the cinema last night after having watched Nope, I did feel a little bit disappointed at first. However, in like the 14 hours I've had since watching this film to digest it, the more time that I've had to think about it, to process it, the more I actually like it. For those of you that have seen Nope, be sure to let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Were you delighted by it? Were you disappointed? And how would you rank all three of Jordan Peele's films? Let me know in that comment section, alright? I definitely didn't get everything on a first watch, but that's the beauty of Jordan Peele's films. He makes movies designed to be watched multiple times because there's lots of foreshadowing, hidden stuff, and lots of stuff to unpack which you don't get on a first viewing. But I haven't had this kind of opinion turnaround on a film in ages, to go from befuddled and a tad disappointed one day, and then after a good night's sleep, wake up thinking, actually, this is a lot smarter than I gave it credit for. It's definitely a film that needs some digestion. The truth is, not everyone's gonna love this film. I can see plenty of people not liking it. Glenn wasn't a big fan of it, but Nope is like an onion. The more you Jordan Peele it back way, the more layers of meaning you find. The thing about Nope is that it's not addressing one singular idea. The central theme of the film is spectacle. The film even opens with a quote from the Hebrew Bible, Nahum chapter 3 verse 6. I will cast abominable filth upon you, make you vile, and make you a spectacle. Essentially, the film is a commentary on society's obsession for spectacle, how we crave it, how we demand it in our movies and TV shows. Heck, it's why we get excited every time Tom Cruise does something bigger and more insane in one of his movies. Because it's so sensationalized, we're intrigued and we can't look away from it. That theme of spectacle is what permeates through the entire film, but there's more than one way to read this film. It can be viewed as a story about grief, how we crave answers and meaning to try and make sense of tragic loss. Because the film is essentially a story about two siblings trying to process the grief of the loss of their father, and it's a journey that we go on. Nope can also be viewed as a cautionary tale on the importance of treating animals with respect. Numerous animals are subjected to animal cruelty in this story, whether it's the horses on the ranch or Gordy the chimp in the film's B-plot involving amusement park owner Jupe, played by Yeun, and his experience as a child actor working with Gordy the Chimp in a sitcom. Animals are often trotted out and exploited for the amusement of humans. Again, it's spectacle. Nope can also be viewed as a commentary on Hollywood or the film industry itself, with the UFO or supposed object in the sky acting as a metaphor for fame and stardom, the Hollywood machine, if you will, with so many people chasing after this thing that when they finally do get their hands on it, it chews them up and spits them back out. Nope is also Jordan Peele's way of acknowledging all the crew that work behind the scenes in the movie industry, the ones that often don't get acknowledged. Much like OJ and Emerald's great-great-great-grandfather, Alistair Haywood, who was the black jockey on the famous clip of the horse galloping for 6 seconds. Yeah, it completely helped revolutionize the medium of cinema, and yet people don't remember the jockey who was on the horse. The crew members are the ones that work behind the scenes in the film industry. They're usually the ones doing all the hard work to attain the spectacle, to get the perfect shot. And it's perfectly embodied in the cinematographer character called Antlers. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into getting that perfect shot, and characters like Antlers are the ones that make it happen, but don't often get the credit for it. So is Jordan Peele unveiling the horrors of the film industry in his film? This is why Jordan Peele is such a revered filmmaker, because he is so talented at identifying and commenting on the real life horrors of everyday life, whether it be white liberal racism in Get Out or pointing the finger in Us. I marvel at the genius of Jordan Peele as a filmmaker, because so much of his storytelling is subliminal. Every shot is conveying a message. Even the character names, OJ and Emerald, the color connotations of those names, as in like OJ, orange juice, oranges, Emerald green, they are wearing those colors in the final showdown of this film. And again, it represents the unsung heroes of those that work behind the scenes to try and get that perfect shot. The green representing like green screens, and the orange representing the orange gaffer tape that you see on the horse. Again, I didn't catch that on the first viewing. Only when I stopped to think and reflect on this film did I notice it. I think it goes without saying that I thought the performances in Nope were tremendous. Daniel Kaluuya, wow, proving himself to be one of the finest actors of his generation. Like, he's very stoic in this film, but that's the thing with Daniel Kaluuya. Every time he steps into a character, he disappears. He gives you something new. Freaking love him. Yeah, Kiki Palmer, as well as his sister Emerald, she is just a ball of energy in this. She is so charismatic, so much fun to watch. Yeah, she's kind of the scene stealer of this movie. But yeah, props to Perea, and also Yeun as well, and Michael Wincott as well. Everyone's so good in this. Everyone's so well cast. This is also Jordan Peele's most visually impressive film to date. It's his most ambitious undertaking, but what he manages to capture on IMAX 65mm is orgasmically good. Like, some of the shots in the California ranch where the ranch is set, just stunning. Peele teamed up with cinematographer Hoyt van Hoytma, who is Christopher Nolan's right-hand man for cinematography these days, with like Dunkirk and Tenet. But oh my god, what Hoyt van Hoytma does in this movie, his shots are just absolutely glorious. The grandeur of them, it just makes you feel so small, and like when you're looking up at the sky or out at the ranch, your eye is just scouring the screen looking for something that might be hidden. It feels dangerous. Such a beautiful fusion of director and cinematographer in this film. Michael Abel's Spielbergian score manages to feel both classic and modern, and that's another thing about this film. It does feel very Spielberg. It feels like Jordan Peele's love letter to Spielberg, because Spielberg himself has become synonymous with cinematic spectacle, so it ties in thematically with this film. The fact that there's cohesion between the departments, the storytelling itself, and Jordan Peele's influences, the fact that it all fits under that umbrella of spectacle, it's just masterful filmmaking. You can tell that Jordan Peele has a mad respect for Steven Spielberg. There's so many homages to his work in this film. As for negatives, my biggest gripe with this film was that on a first watch, I did find a lot of it quite confusing, because Jordan Peele, I admire him for the ambition and the originality, and I like that he's approaching lots of different ideas, but I don't think all the ideas coalesce together as tidily as they did in, say, Get Out. It's definitely the most confusing I've found of his screenplays. But again, I do respect the intelligent ideas that he's bringing to the table with Nope. I'm just not sure all of the ideas gel together perfectly in the end product. But the more I think about this film and the more times that I watch it, the more I think I'm gonna love it. Some of you were asking me what I think about Nope's Oscars chances. I don't think this is going to be something the Academy will jump on board as much as they did with Get Out. I don't see acting nominations for Daniel Kaluuya or Kiki Palmer, even though I would be more than happy to see them there. I don't think they're going to latch onto them as acting contenders. If I'm going to see it being nominated anywhere, I could definitely see Hoyt van Hoytma getting into the cinematography category. Like, what he's doing here is, it's game-changing what he's doing with this film. And also, I think sound might have a good chance of being nominated. And even maybe Michael Abel for the score. I love the score in Nope. But what about Jordan Peele? Could he be nominated? I don't think he'll get the directing nom like he did for Get Out, but I could see him potentially getting into Best Original Screenplay. Just depends on what else we get the rest of the year. But yeah, if he is going to get nominated, I would put my money on the screenplay and not directing. So let's ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? Like I've already said, I'm very keen to watch Nope again. Multiple viewings are required for Jordan Peele's work, and Nope is no exception. Question 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Opposite of Nope, it's a yep. But yes, I do recommend Nope for everyone. Like, this is Jordan Peele at his biggest and boldest yet. This is him going full Spielberg, and he's managed to deliver a clever genre hybrid of sci-fi, thriller, horror, action, comedy, and even a little bit Western. It's actually kind of amazing how he's managed to squeeze in so many different genres into one film and not have it feel like an abomination. Fair warning, not everyone is going to like this film. Like, it is a little bit confusing and probably a bit too ambiguous for some. That reminds me, if anybody could explain to me that shoe, you know the one I'm talking about, please let me know in the comment section below. What was that about? But yes, you should absolutely go watch this movie in the cinema because it is an IMAX big screen movie experience. Like, it is something very special. Some of the shots in this will take your breath away. But yeah, nobody is doing what Jordan Peele is doing. We're so lucky he gets to do what he does. So yes, go support him, go support this film, go see it in a cinema. I highly recommend it. And third question, what score to give it out of 10? I came out of Nope originally feeling like it was a 6 or a 7, but the more time I've had to ponder it and think about it, the more I grow to like it even more. And I probably will change my score of it in, like, say, a year's time when I've watched it a couple more times. But for now, I'm going to give it a score of 8 out of 10. But as always, guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. I want to hear your thoughts on Nope. Whatever you have to say about this movie, please let me know in the comment section down below. And let me know of your Jordan Peele rankings of his 3 films. If you guys have enjoyed this video, help support the channel by hitting that thumbs up button. For more movie, TV, and Oscars-related content, don't forget to click subscribe. And if you want to follow me on any of my socials, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok, it's all in that video description down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, the Oscars, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.